So you ever walk into the comic book shop, don't expect anything, and then find something that you really liked and you got for a good price? Well, that happened today. Stay tuned, fans. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do a special Spider Slayers comic book haul. We'll throw a 338 on this episode because this is the video series where each and every week, sometimes twice a week when it's special, I show you the comic books that I picked up at the comic book store. And today's comic books are in this black bag. Don't worry, it's not a black bag from the comic book store. It was actually one left over from the house. So I just had to show the black bag again. But anyway, it represents the character that's right here, right? It's Venom. He's black. The bag is black. Some of the covers are like black, whatever. This is a special Venom haul. That's right, guys. Today I went to the comic book store, just walking in the shop, just wanted to talk, and I didn't expect anything out of it, and then all of a sudden behind the shelf, there was some cool Venom books, alright? I didn't pay anything for these books. I had a bunch of store credit. It's a rewards program that my shop does, and I was like, this is perfect to use these cards on, right? It doesn't cost me anything this way. So it was perfect. So let's check out what's in the bag, alright? So here we go. So we take the comics out of the black bag. Here we go. Black bag goes back in the box for safekeeping again. Alright, so all these are Venom related, okay? So the first book that I have to show you is this. It was a limited series. It was Beyond. That features Venom on the actual cover. This is a really crazy cover because we get to see Venom there. He's got his drool going, and when you see him, he's like barfing out a Spider-Man hand. Like, did he eat Spider-Man? I mean, that's pretty intense if he did. Let's check out some of the interior artwork. I'll show you guys that artwork. So here's again without that cover on there, you can see it a little bit better. And yeah, so Venom is featured in the book. So there we get to see Medusa in there as well. So that's a pretty good book. Scott Collins does the artwork in this issue. So yeah, so that's pretty neat. So you get to see all these different characters in this book. So that's quite interesting. I remember this series, but I don't remember if I bought it or not. This was made in 2006. So if you have a chance, go pick that up. So that's Beyond issue 2 of 6. Alright, so what else did I get? Well, we go back to Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine. Okay, this is where he does battle against Venom and also Constrictor. So the artwork in these Marvel Comics Presents comics were actually pretty cool back in the day. I remember buying these. One of my first comics that I bought on a regular basis or tried to collect because it had Wolverine in there. So yeah, this one was made in 1993, and here we get to see some of that crazy artwork, like I said, that's inside this book. And also when you flipped it over, you got this part of it too. So again, because that made for 2 separate stories. So that's kind of cool stuff. So let me see if I can find something, if there's the actual Venom parts in this issue. Well, there's Constrictor. There's Venom in there. So that's what he looks like there. So that was really cool. God, I remember this series. It's so classic. But Wolverine in there is awesome. I just love it. That just brings back memories for me. Alright. So we'll put that one away, and then we'll go on to the next one. And the next one is Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine issue 120. As he continues, which looks like his team up with Wolverine in there fighting this weird thing. What the hell is going on in there? So, yeah, that is insane. So we'll open up the book and we'll get to see the artwork. Here is that first cover. And then again, when you flip it over, you get that other cover. So you get the 2 covers with it. And then again, this is the book where it has Wolverine teaming up with Venom. So there's your interior artwork. Again, this book was made in 1993. Constrictor looks weird, man. That's just so funny. Here's Wolverine in the front page there. So yeah, that's some cool stuff, right? Alright, so now we'll move on to the next one. And I remember these Wolverine Comics Presents because it was like little short stories in the book, which was cool. Alright, and then we wind up getting Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine and Venom issue 121. That's a really cool cover as you get to see the symbiote all over the place and Wolverine fighting Eddie right there. So we get to see his symbiote that's exposed. So that's cool. So then we get to see this here. So here's some of that artwork in here as well. And we get to see that here too. Here we get to see him actually fighting Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, there's some good paneling and nice clean artwork in this. These books are in really good shape. Probably not worth very much, but nevertheless, it's cool. And then if you flip it over, here is the alternate cover on the back side. So this is like before variants came out. It's like, oh, you got two different covers. One on the front, one on the back. Alright. So what's next on the Venom list, right? So the next one we got was Spider-Man. This is issue 52. As we get to see Scarlet Spider, looks like going battle against Venom here. And it's the Exile Returns part 2 of 4. The clone against Spider-Man's most lethal foe. So let's open up the interior art and see what this one is about. I don't think I collected this series at that time. I might have been just getting out of comics. I don't know when that was. So this was back in 1994. Yeah, I was like 19 years old at the time. So here we get to see some of that interior artwork. There's that inside there. So we get to see Ben Reilly. And then here's Venom. So that's the way Venom looks on the inside there. So that's pretty cool. Good stuff there. Cool ads of the toys back then. So that's really cool. So Spider-Man issue 52. Alright. Let's see what else I wind up getting. Next one is Spider-Man issue 53. So that actually continues that story. The Exile State part 4 of 4. The Fall of Venom. So it looks like Venom winds up getting defeated here, right? So we wind up seeing this one. So cool cover on the front. Here's some of your interior artwork in this book. So the way the pages are made in these comics, they kind of remind me of what DC is doing with their comics now. It's not that old school paper print, but it's still good quality paper, but without the magazine style where the fingerprints smudge everywhere. You don't see that on these types of pages, and I like these pages. So there's the artwork in there. Cool battles. So that is Spider-Man issue 53. Alright. So we keep going. Now, I don't know if Venom is technically in this one, but this is Peter Parker Spider-Man. This is issue 13. When Carnage Comes Calling. So I guess you can stretch it and say it is a kind of a Venom book because, you know, obviously it's the spawn of Venom. And Carnage wouldn't be around because of Venom, right? So here we get to see this book here. Well, that's cool. This is the way this book opens up. And yes, Venom is in the book, so you could say that it's a Venom book. So that's the way this book actually opens up. Here we go right here. So that's cool. I love seeing Carnage. Oh, look at Aunt May, man. She looks like she's so cryptic. She's like the crypt keeper, you know? So really cool stuff. So, yep. Guys, in the comments below, let me know what you guys, if you have any of these actual issues, okay? This comic back in the day was $1.99. Don't you wish you could go back in time and pay that price for these comics? Alright, next one. is the Spider-Man Unlimited, issue 2. This is Maximum Carnage, the awesome conclusion. So this is a really cool cover, as you get to see, obviously Venom there, going after both Carnage and Spider-Man. So they obviously battle. This book goes for $3.95 back in the day, but this was a huge book. I mean, this thing is a monster. When you pick it up, this thing's got to weigh like 2 pounds. It's totally insane. Made in 1993, and it's glossy pages. So you gotta think, how much did this cost them back in the day to actually get this done, right? So you get to see all the action right from the start in Maximum Carnage, the conclusion. Wow, that is insane. And there's some Mary Jane and Peter Parker in there. Mark Bagley does the artwork in this book, so that's really cool. I love these ads, man. Check out these ads. Oh my god, it's hysterical. Gear up for the video games. Just really cool stuff in these books. So nostalgic, right? And then on the back of it, check it out. Mortal Kombat, the video game, right? Oh my god. Coming in September of 1993. Where were you in September 1993? So yeah, we got that one. Spider-Man Unlimited. Alright, what's next? This is Ghost Rider and Blaze, Spirits of Venom. This is issue 2, part 2 of 4. So obviously Ghost Rider is teaming up with Venom in this series. And so we can check out the artwork in this one too. So this is cool. Let's see what this book looks like. So let's check it out. Oh yeah, it looks pretty dark. Look at Venom right there in that bottom panel. He looks really cool. Yeah, look at this. That's awesome. So cool. Oh, dude, look at the teeth on Venom here. It's so exaggerated. And that's what I love about comics and 90 comics in general. The characters were just so exaggerated. And I love that art style. As cheesy as it may be, like, for today's standards, it fit that era of comics in the 90s, and that's why I got into comics to begin with. But yeah, really cool looking book. So, yep, Spirits of Venom. This is part 2 of 4. Alright, so let's put this one away. Alright, what's next? Next we have Spirits of Venom. This is part 3, and this is Web of Spider-Man issue 96. Really nice looking cover here. This one kind of looks more realistic. Like, I don't know, somehow they got it on a computer and they're like, oh, we got these images on the computer, let's print them on our comic book. So they tried to make it like really realistic like. So here's that cover without the cover over it, the bag over it. So it looks really cool. And so let's see what the artwork looks like in the Web of Venom and the Web of Spider-Man series. So probably not as exaggerated, right? A little bit more, I guess, style that we're used to. Hey, check it out, Sega Genesis. Oh boy. Oh, we got the Demo Goblin in this book. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, crazy fights, crazy battles going on in Web of Spider-Man. So it looks like a lot of fun. There's Ghost Rider looking into the guy's eyes. So yeah, good stuff in here, guys. Classic comics right here. I mean, going back to 1992, 93, right? Yep, 93 as well. It was a year before I graduated, so I was a junior in high school. All right, let's see. I think we got one more here. One more. And this is the Spirits of Venom. This is issue 6, I guess. And this is the conclusion to that series. I like the box here where you get to see Eddie, or is it Eddie, or is it Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, and Venom in there. So that's really cool as well. So let's check it out. See? I know there's a lot of Venom stuff going on, and the last thing maybe you need is a Venom haul, but it's still cool to see these old school Venom comics. There's the continuation of that crazy, exaggerated artwork. But that's what makes it fun, man. Adam Kubert did this story. Okay, Howard Mackey and Adam Kubert did the story and art. So that's who did the artwork in these books, in these Spirits of Venom books. So that's kind of cool, actually. And it's just funny to see, you know, Adam Kubert still doing the artwork today and a lot of stuff, right? So here's that book there. So yeah, there we go. And check out this cover too. Like, look at it closely. We get to see Venom hanging upside down, you know, and then the skull is hanging by chains. Really intense cover right there. So there you have it, guys. There is the Venom haul this week. Hopefully you enjoyed this special episode. Any comments below would be appreciated. Tell me if you have any of these books or you remember any of these books. And fans, as always, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. This channel does not work without you guys, and I appreciate all that support. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And until the next comic book review, check out these other videos on the side, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, fans. Have a great weekend. Bye.